come see the brand new collector's edition of the Deathwatch Codex for Warhammer 40k.
Spiky bits.
Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Deathwatch aficionados and hobbyists everywhere, this is the limited edition Deathwatch Codex that came out last week from Games Workshop. It's numbered out of 1,000, so I guess they put the sticker on here so they knew which one was which. So spoiler alert, it's number 850. My buddy Greg got this in and was nice enough to allow me to unbox it for everyone here. I also have to return it to him within the hour. Those were the stipulations of this unboxing, which I think are totally fair because this book is like $200. I'm Baer. Let's take a closer look at this bad boy here. So opening it out of the box is pretty it's this whole Ubi thing they really got going on, that out of box experience, you know, like you open it up and there's like boom, so like this veiled little like tissue paper with a little Citadel Vault sticker. It's pretty neat. Obviously it's well protected. It came in a box inside a box with a bunch of padding and such, so you know, no worries there. Don't be afraid to order these things because for the most part they are pretty well protected. So here it is right here, and we're gonna try to pull this out without destroying it. Nice and neat. So it slides right off. It's just a little, like I said, it's just basically like tissue paper to get in there. So here is the box itself, which contains all the limited edition features of this particular set. So you can tell here, you know, it's got that nice monochrome kind of feel to it. You know, very, very high quality. The sheen is very nice. It's a high quality like cardboard or card, I guess. Not really cardboard. When you start saying cardboard, it cheapens it. So we'll go with card. Of course, it's got that telltale blue kind of metal glow to it, or I guess tint to it, kind of like that's indicative of the Deathwatch. And then there's the actual rule book itself, it looks like. Oh, and on the inside of the cover here is another piece of artwork with the limited edition number. So if you're wondering where that is, it's not in anything here, it's in the actual container itself, which is pretty neat. So this looks like a piece of Blanche artwork actually, and then of course they got the little pull tab here so we don't wreck it trying to get it out of the box. So we'll come back to that in a second, but let's take a look at this limited edition book here. So obviously same deal, the monochrome with the blue tint, the blue metal. We'll call that gunmetal blue, so to speak. You heard it here first. I totally made that up. And then there's the little Deathwatch, one of the watch station icon there, I believe. I forget which one that is. So it's all the normal Codex stuff that's in here with the overleaf and everything, just like we would normally expect to see from our normal Deathwatch Codexes right there. But also it's got the foil, you know, the gilded foil kind of stamping. Well, it's like a dark, like almost like a dark metal. You can see it there in the light, but I assure you it is there. And of course you open it up and it looks a little bit different. It's the actual same book, but because it's trimmed in black, of course it's like, you know, magic cards, like they look, a white border card looks different from a black border card. So all the normal stuff you would expect to see out of the Deathwatch Codex there. Very cool stuff. So I'm going to put this in a box over here so we do not mess up any of this super high quality expensive stuff. And then back to the unboxing. So that looks to be a poster of the Codex cover. I actually have no idea what comes in this thing because I didn't research it yet. It's a poster of the cover. So let's take a look at that one. So this looks to be a very cool fold-out poster. It's pretty high quality paper. It's not like 100%. It's definitely got a sheen to it, but not glossy in any regard. So it's a fold-out. It looks like a full US poster size almost of course, the Deathwatch cover. Raymond Swalland, I believe, is still drawing these. And then you've got the incursion map for the galaxy right here that's on the inside of the Codex, but then also it has these little featurettes kind of talking about battles ringed around the edge here, which is pretty neat too. Look at all that. That is a neat poster. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Like if this was mine, like which side do you frame? Do you frame that side or do you flip it over and you carefully lay this out and frame this side here, because man, that's just a fantastic piece of artwork. I feel like, I don't know, I'm torn on that one. That is pretty dope. This is one of the better posters I've seen too. Like, I have some of the Forge World limited edition sets that came out, and those were not as cool as that poster right there. Oh, but wait, there's more. Dun dun dun. So let's see, what's this? So I think this is what, a thank you letter or a little decal sheet, I bet. Let's take a look. Ooh, it's a decal sheet. Pull this out very carefully. It's not a Hallmark moment, but it is a hobby moment there. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if this is coming through on the camera, but I can tell you right here, there's a ton of detail. Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. Now you can see it better. So it's got the little sheet there, but you can see it's got some sweet ass insignias, some Inquisition eyes right there for rhinos. All sorts of the little symbols that you can put on shoulder pads, more shoulder pad symbols, stuff for whole vehicles right here. All sorts of neat little heraldry decals or transfers, whichever you want to call them, are included here. This is usually, these kind of sheets are usually a little bit more if you buy them direct from them, sometimes like $25 or such. I think the night sheet was actually a little bit bigger. It was almost like a full page. But this is pretty cool too, because, you know, remember, we've only got those little Deathwatch upgrade sets, which are, you know, they're nice and all, but when you got like the full-on like decal of that, of the Inquisition eye right there, like I could see somebody actually paying for this if they were doing a full-on Deathwatch army. And back to the goodies, we got, I don't know what this is. It's a surprise. I'm gonna call, I think this is, I don't know what this is. We'll say this is the painting guide. Hey, look at that. It is the painting guide. Nice. Yeah, I just reviewed this recently for the channel. And, yep, it's the full-on painting guide, the 32-page painting guide. That's cool, because that was actually, if you got this early, that was a release this week from last week. So you almost got it early right there. And, of course, it's almost got like this, you know, it's got the silver foil kind of monochrome look as well. But the cover is like, it's almost like also a hard, like a card, like a thicker card, almost like a thick construction paper. But of course, it's not paper; it's more of a card kind of deal. But that's really slick. I like that. That's a neat design right there. Even more goodies. I have no idea what this could be. What could this possibly be? Let's take a look. I'm gonna say this is some sort of fluff book about the various watch stations and things. Let's take a look. Xenos Hunters, Veterans of the Long Vigil. Yep, it sure looks like it. It's some sort of extra fluff. That's pretty neat. So it's talking about all the different kill teams and things from the watch stations, it looks like. There's a classic piece of artwork right there for the Deathwatch. Oh, there's that sweet Corvus. Nice. That, man, I would love to have a poster of that. That is pretty tight right there. That is spectacular. That's pretty dope. I would love to see a cutaway of that as well, but man, wow, this is really neat. So basically it goes into all the different kill teams and such, and some more of the chapters that aren't represented in the book, and also the shoulder pads. Blood Ravens, get them. Chain down everything. Alright, now we're to the super goodies. So this looks like to be the brushed metal objectives, which are always really neat. These things are usually, yeah, they're full on, it's very weighty. These things are pretty cool. You can definitely tell that's high quality steel or some sort of composite metal of some sort. So of course there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I imagine. Yeah, so that's pretty cool that they got the set, so you can say it's just a normal objective, or you can flip it over, you know, if you're doing the different Maelstrom stuff as well. And then I imagine this here is the Maelstrom deck with the extra cards. Yep, it looks like that's what those are. So of course this is all super nice, high card stock and everything, and it's got all the gold foil. Very cool. Wow, these are actually pretty thick. That's actually pretty thick stuff right there. Wow, look at that. That's very striking. I like that. So that's all your tactical objective cards and everything like that for the normal set, and then also the Deathwatch set in here as well. Very cool stuff. That's just very striking when you have that out on the table. Like, that's something you can't really pay for. Like, if you want to make some cards and have them printed out on like cardstock or something, sure, I get it. But man, this is the type of stuff you can't actually buy or have printed, because it would just be too cost intensive, I imagine. So this looks too big to be just the mission tactics card. So I bet you there's some psychic stuff in here as well. So there's a nice little sleeve for it all. Yep, there we go. Definitely psychic cards. Looks like the new psychic power deck. Yep, Fulmination. And then of course the mission tactics cards that also come in the data card deck, but you don't get, yep, and then there's how it works right there. Wow, these are just very striking with the foil and everything. So we did the unboxing of the actual data cards set, which only comes with these. This is extra. This is its own set in general that you could buy with the Adeptus Astartes when the Angels of Death released, Angels of Death book. So this is something separate that you could buy. I guess this is the first Marine book to actually come out and use and actually have them as a limited edition format right there. So that's very cool. Now the inside of this this little collector set here, sometimes they're cards, sometimes they're foil, but this is like almost like a squishy foam. It's very, like, you can push down and kind of, you know, if you got to get in there and grab, I wouldn't be afraid to just kind of push into it and not worry about it getting like destroyed. But there's also that little spot right here in the middle, so you can use your thumb and basically pull it up. But that's the rest of the set right there. So that's very cool stuff. I mean, I really like that Corvus Black Star art book right there, and that's really neat. And then you get the painting guide, which is a $10 value. That's coming out this week as well. And then you get the decal sheet there that normally I don't even know if you could buy that separately. That's pretty neat. And then of course you got the dope poster, and we'll flip this down so we don't destroy the book. I'm trying to get it in or out. And the actual limited edition Codex itself, number 850 out of 1000. So like I always say, you know, if you're really into a specific Codex or specific faction or something, these are great buys for you. Now, buying these for every, you know, release that comes out would obviously be pricey and unpractical, I feel like, for most people. But picking them up to show that, hey, I really like these guys, and this is who, you know, this is what I play, this is who I, you know, identify with on the tabletop. That's really cool, you know, that whole narrative element, I feel like. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching our limited edition collector set unboxing of the new 2016 Deathwatch for Warhammer 40k.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.